Anytime you have two human beings in a confrontational situation, there are certain body language and body postures that you're going to see just about every time. Hi, I'm John, founder and president of Gentle Response. Take a look at this photo that was recently taken at a protest that was getting pretty confrontational between protesters and police officers. Now, the gentleman in the olive green t-shirt, he is really upset. He's trying to intimidate that police officer by making himself look bigger and badder by stretching out his arms. He's got a very angry, intense stare, and I'm sure his tone of voice is very loud, rude, obnoxious, and confrontational. This is normal, common, basic body language in any human being on this planet that gets upset. Now, let's be honest. Think about the last time you were very upset with someone, from 6th grade until now. Think about the body language you exhibited as you tried to let that person know that you were very upset with them. Think about it. You either squared off on them or you had your arms crossed. This is normal, common, basic human behavior. Now, when I originally posted that photo on Facebook, I made a comment about don't be that guy. Don't be the guy in the olive green t-shirt if you're trying to de-escalate a situation, because you don't want to assume aggressive, confrontational body language because you're obviously inadvertently going to escalate the situation. Now, there were some people who made some comments because they could not get past the white-black issue, and they made some comments about it, about how I'm making a comment about the black man and so on, and completely missed the point that the photo was an illustration and a comment that this body language is universal. So with people like that in mind, I have another photo for you to take a look at. This photo is of a white guy at a demonstration in Kentucky where he is actually loud, rude, obnoxious, and very confrontational. This is a photo still frame capture from a video. If take a look at that body language, this is all very common in the human animal, right? He's got his clenched fists. He's using his body size to intimidate the lady by looming over her. I'm sure he's got that angry stare, and when you listen to and you watch the video, his voice is very loud, rude, obnoxious, and confrontational. This is all very common, basic body language in the human animal. And we see this type of posturing in the animal kingdom too. The cobra will lift itself up and spread its ribs to look flatter. Certain animals will raise their fur, cats and dogs. Certain animals will stand up on their hind legs, gorillas, bears. Other animals, birds, will fluff up and ruffle up their feathers and so on. This is very common. The human animal is no different. So what difference does it make for you as someone who's trying to deal with the situation and to successfully and effectively de-escalate it? You need to be aware that you inadvertently might assume some of this body language if you're not careful, if you don't have the discipline and self-awareness, because you might inadvertently escalate a situation by exhibiting confrontational and defensive body language. Remember, properly and effectively and successfully de-escalating a situation means you need to recognize your ACE. And A stands for appearance. You need to be aware of your appearance to somebody. You also need to recognize this body language in the person that you're dealing with, because one of two things could be happening. Most likely A, they're just posturing, trying to intimidate you, or B, it's pre-attack indicators and they're trying to amp themselves up before physically assaulting you. Be aware of your own body language. Be aware of body language and nonverbal messages from the people around you, especially if they're being loud and they're rude, because it could give you an indication as to what could possibly come next. But you definitely need to make sure that you're not exhibiting some of this body language, that you don't inadvertently escalate a situation.